You have a complainant who wants to pursue charges against you.
And you call the watch commander. Why? Because that's a senator.
What happens when corrupt senators think they're above the law? Today we'll be looking at 3 separate body cam videos that show senators, one of the highest ranks of politicians in the United States, committing blatant crimes and then lying to officers to try and get away with it. So, let's take a look.
Where y'all coming from tonight?
We were out just over at, I was picking her up at the airport, and then we went out to dinner and stuff.
This footage was filmed on February the 7th, 2023 and shows Texas State Senator Charles Schertner being pulled over after swerving between lanes in his car. The incident, which occurred in Austin, Texas, has gathered attention not only for the arrest itself, but also for the suspicious dropping of charges by the Travis County prosecutors.
Okay, cool. Do you have a driver's license and proof
sure.
of insurance?
This is actually my place.
Yeah, this is where she lives.
Yeah, I get it. All I'm worried about is the way you're driving. Is you're splitting lane, like literally in the middle of 2 lanes.
These lanes are honestly terrible.
Is the lane full?
Well, they're super narrow.
Yeah, they are.
But you all were taking the whole street pretty much. I have it on camera, but like you're driving in the middle of the 2
sorry,
lanes.
we didn't notice that. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good.
So sorry.
So here's the deal, man. I have a strong smell of alcohol coming from your breath. And you tell me that you didn't drink anything.
No.
So you lied to me because there was some strong smell coming from you that you were drinking tonight. And the way you were driving is consistent with someone who was drinking.
Right.
So let's try again one more time. How many drinks do you have tonight?
I haven't had anything to drink, sir.
Is this alcohol smell coming from you?
Yes, I have not had anything to drink.
Okay, cool. Just stick here by my vehicle for a second.
Hello.
How you doing, Sarge? I'm gonna set up somewhere. You mind holding him for a second? Cool, yeah, I think that'll be good. You mind standing here with my sergeant for a second? So just get by my vehicle. Let's have some conversation. I have a couple of questions to ask you.
Yes.
And we'll be doing some testing, make sure that there's no alcohol involved, like we were saying, and we'll go from there, okay? Let's go by the spotlight by my tow vehicle. I'm gonna just check you very quick, make sure you don't have any weapon or anything like that. Put your hands behind your back. Just because I'll be in a very close proximity with you, so I need to make sure that you don't have any weapon on you. Stand right there and face me, please. Okay. So, again, where are you coming from tonight?
Whataburger?
Which one?
Picked her up at the airport. The one on Guadalupe.
Which one?
The Guadalupe.
Okay, and where are you going?
Right there. Dropping her off at her house.
Okay, without looking at your watch, approximately what time is it now?
About 1 o'clock?
Okay, well, okay. Can you approximate your location right now, where you're at?
Yeah, 45th Street and Avenue B.
Okay, scale from 0 being 100% sober, 10 being the most intoxicated you've ever been. What do you think you're on this scale?
I'm sober.
0 to 10?
0.
The senator is lying to the officer here. He is clearly intoxicated, but knows that the best thing for him to do is to deny everything and wait for a lawyer. However, he strangely consents to performing a field sobriety test, which is used by officers to gather incriminating data against the suspect. This will make the prosecution far easier. The instructions are deliberately made incredibly drawn out and complicated so as to confuse the suspect. And when they make a mistake, that gives the officers probable cause and can be used as evidence of intoxication. These tests are completely voluntary, but the officer failed to disclose this.
Alright, so go ahead and stand right here for me, please.
Where do you want to stand?
Yeah, just stand right here.
Okay.
So you see this thick wide line that goes straight? I want you to go ahead and place your left foot on the line.
Okay.
And then go ahead and place your right foot in front of it with heel touch and toe.
Okay. You'll touch and toe.
No, I didn't tell you to walk. Just place your left foot on the line.
Okay.
Just follow my instructions, okay?
Yes, sir.
Place your left foot on the line. Then you place your right foot in front of it with heel touch and toe. And put both your hands on your sides. Just like that.
Like that?
Okay, I didn't instruct you to stop, sir. Just go back to your stand position. Just follow my instructions, please.
Sorry.
You're good. Just it's all about paying attention to the instructions, okay?
Yes, sir.
For purpose of demonstration, I'll be doing 3. You'll be doing 9. It will look like the following. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. You keep your lead foot on the ground. Take series of small steps with your back foot. Come back with another 9 heel toe steps. 1, 2, 3. Again, all the way to 9. Now I want you to keep your eyes on your foot all the time. Keep your hands on your sides. Count out loud what step you're taking. And once you start, do not stop till you're completely done. Did you understood my instructions?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, you may begin, sir.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did it? Can you do it again?
As I instructed you, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Officer, is that good?
Yes, sir. Let's exercise. We're almost done here. Go ahead and stand right here.
The senator's wife now shows up on the scene. He then becomes impatient with the officer.
Belinda. Belinda, she's an attorney. What'd you say? Go ahead.
Are you ready for my instructions?
I am.
For the last time.
Yeah.
Now, did you understood?
Yeah. How many do you want me to count to?
Till I tell you to stop.
Okay.
You ready? All right, you may begin.
1001, 1002, 1003.
Hands on your sides.
1005, 1006. Would that be enough?
I told you till I tell you to stop, sir.
That's sufficient, is it not?
No, it's not. Keep going.
How many times do you want me to do this?
Till I tell you to stop, sir. You ready?
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. Are you done yet, officer?
No, sir. Keep going.
Officer,
Yes, sir.
this is getting to be a interrogation.
It's really not an interrogation.
Yes, sir.
All I'm trying to do is test your ability to follow instructions. It's standardized field
I
sobriety
have followed
test.
your instructions multiple.
Well, it doesn't seem like it here.
Have you made a determination, and may I go?
Okay, sir. Would you finish this exercise or not, sir?
Again, I've done it multiple times.
Okay, cool. So you're down here?
I've done it.
Okay.
I'll do it one more time if you'd like me to, but I will.
I want you to do the whole complete exercise. So if you wish to continue, you gotta do it till I tell you to stop. It's up to me to tell you. You don't need to follow
I
up
feel
with my
like a
second.
trained SEAL, and you're acting inappropriately and being a individual that is not.
So that is what the NHTSA manual tells us to do, sir.
How many seconds? I don't know.
I will let you know once you're done.
He eventually stops the sobriety test and officers will now arrest him. People are often under the false illusion that performing a sobriety test will help you get out of the situation. But the fact of the matter is that the officers were always going to arrest you, and you could have just done a breathalyzer test anyway. They just wanted you to hand over evidence to them.
Please just hang out over here with me for a second.
We're just trying to follow protocol like we always do. It's a standardized thing, so it has to be the same. We're not trying to treat anybody any different. It's a standardized thing. If we stopped anybody for a traffic stop and their wife approached and tried to talk, that's just not my policy. We can't have people just come to the scene and start talking. Okay. So as soon as we're done, by all means, yes.
Sir, what I have here is a preliminary breath test. What it does, it detects the presence of alcohol on your person.
Right.
It's completely voluntary.
Right.
It is not admissible in court.
Right.
And it is not used to make any kind of arrest decision. Is this something that you would like to take?
Okay, Phil, put your hands behind your back, sir, please.
Okay, so you're under arrest for driving while intoxicated.
Sure, man. Is there anything inside your boots?
No, sir. Would that mean for now?
That would be great, man. Just be comfortable taking me to jail. Good. Step on it. Just
You really want to take my boots in?
They will take them off in jail anyway, so it's not like. Just go ahead and step there. I would rather take them off here than deal with it in jail.
I'd rather take them off. I mean, I don't mind showing them to you, but may I put my boots back on to keep?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Nice, sir.
Is there anywhere I can go in front? My handcuffs in the front?
No, it's just there's a
Really?
policy I have to put in the back.
It's not like I'm gonna hurt y'all guys. I've done so much for you guys.
Well, I really appreciate it, man. I'm just doing my job. Really,
I
nothing
understand.
personal.
No,
here.
I understand.
I need to call the watch commander.
Why?
Because that's a senator, Texas state senator, and they're in the legislative session right now. You do everything right.
Okay.
Everybody's treated the same, right? You stop me, you're gonna treat me the same, right? If I'm intoxicated, you're gonna arrest me.
So I will not be able to put it to the front. It's against policy.
Yeah.
But I will add one extra handcuff just to give you enough space. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
It's not so much the space; it's the The tightness around the left wrist.
I will make sure to have, so the policy is 2 fingers, I will make sure to have
Max
more than
up
that. Yeah, please go ahead.
After his arrest, he was heard saying that he had made a mistake. However, despite this admission, all charges were strangely dropped due to a so-called lack of evidence, according to the Texas Tribune. He also voluntarily submitted to alcohol counseling. Although he was to escape justice, this next senator wouldn't be so lucky.
How you doing, bud? Hi. I just need you to step out the truck for me, all right?
Sure.
You mind shutting it off? I'll explain to you when you get out here, okay?
This is Democratic State Senator Joshua Miller from Rhode Island, USA. Whilst out shopping at a garden center, a car covered in pro-Republican stickers allegedly drove past, heckling the senator. When they went into the garden center, the politician got out his keys and began scraping along the car door, causing a large scratch along the side of the vehicle. Miller serves as the state Democratic Policy Chairman, a position of significant authority and influence within the state's political landscape, and he's held his Senate position since 2006.
You want to come right back here for me? Five. I'm at 1 male detained for right now. All right, listen. I have to detain you for right now. All right. I'm investigating a crime. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If it's a maniac who yelled at me in the car next to me?
They weren't in the car next to you. There was no one in the car.
Yeah.
There was no one in the car.
He was blocking my way, saying I scratched his car. I didn't scratch his car. I'm a state senator. I think he recognized me. I think he's one of the gun nuts. He called out my name. I never told him my name.
All right. So, he didn't say any of that, okay?
Yeah,
he definitely didn't recognize you. I know he didn't say that.
Yeah.
So, all right. His car was keyed. It was freshly keyed.
Yeah.
All right. And that's what we're investigating right now.
Okay.
And seeing, he pretty much heard it and saw you.
Yeah.
And you had keys in your hand as well.
That's because I just came out of my car.
Well, that would make sense, but the way that he explained it seemed much a little bit more in depth than that, okay?
Yeah.
He lies blatantly to the officer. We initially see his hands in his pockets, which is a non-verbal behavior that shows insecurity. When we get stressed, we look to make physical contact with ourselves. This self-touch helps reduce cortisol levels in the bloodstream, which is a stress hormone that is secreted by the adrenal glands. He then swaps this to folding his arms over his torso, which is called the self-hug, and produces the same effect, and numerous psychological studies have shown that self-touch massively reduces physiological arousal, and is used by people in high-stress situations. He is lying, and that lie is now seeping into his body language. And a good officer should be able to recognize this.
All right? He can hear it, like fresh. He can hear the scratching, and he approached you and asked you. You kind of just walked away and kind of just blew him off.
because he called out my name.
Yeah, he didn't say he called out your name, but...
He called out my name, and I was worried that he was one of the gun nuts who stalked me at the State House, so I kept walking.
Well, yeah, I don't think he was that. He seemed a little young, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there, okay? Just for right now, just hang out a little bit, all right? I have a supervisor coming out here, okay?
Time in AC, show 10
I was scared, so I kept walking.
All right.
Yeah. And I went over to Starbucks, had a drink, calmed down. Later, he saw me walk in, and then I walked over to Whole Foods to get what I needed to get, and then I came back.
You walked all the way to Whole Foods?
Yeah, because I was afraid to come back to my car that he was still here.
Why didn't you call us?
It's a good question. I should have.
The officer will now call the people whose car was keyed. He's trying to determine whether or not the senator is lying to him. The officer is already incredibly suspicious and doubtful of the senator's story.
He's coming right now. I just want to ask him one more thing. Hey, I'm sorry to call you again. You were the one that confronted him, right? All right. Did you, when you confronted him, did you recognize him at all? Do you know who he was before you knew who he was? You know what I mean? You didn't at all. You didn't recognize him or anything. Never seen him in your life before? Okay. All right, no problem. All right, sir. It's what's your last name again, sir?
Miller.
Miller. Mr. Miller, sir. So this is what's going on right now. Okay, we have the victim that's going to come down.
Yeah.
He's just going to identify that you were the gentleman that he spoke to about keying his car, okay?
Yeah.
There's no charges yet. We're still investigating it, okay? We still have some...
There are cameras almost
Yeah.
down each and every row, so obviously we have to do our due diligence to make sure. So we're just going to detain you for a little longer until he comes down here. He's coming from Providence, so he should be here momentarily.
When the senator learns that there are cameras everywhere and that his actions would have been caught, he instantly changes his body language. He now does what's called a feigned power pose. A power pose is when people display wide open body language to appear bigger and more dominant. He tries to do this here by putting his hands on his hips in an attempt to boost his own confidence. Research conducted by social psychologist Amy Cuddy in 2010 found that holding a power pose dramatically increased the level of testosterone in the body as well as decreases cortisol levels. He does this as he's trying to reassure himself because he knows that he's caught.
So Colonel Winquist knows that I was stalked by these guys.
Okay.
Because I'm the sponsor of assault weapons legislation.
Okay.
They actually patrolled my house.
Do you recognize this gentleman that you
I thought he
killed?
called my name, right? Because the sticker's on the back of my car. I thought he said, "Hey Miller, did you key my car?" Because I was concerned he was one of these guys, right, that stalked me, I kept walking.
Right. Okay. No, that's absolutely fine. I have no problem with what you did after that also. Just so we can, again, do our due diligence.
Because some of these guys are armed, so I was really concerned.
I trust me. I completely understand your concern. So, I said we obviously have a job too. We're just doing our due diligence.
Yeah.
Just so we can, like I said, so we can thoroughly investigate. Is it possible just to see your keys so we can rule out possibility if there's any paint transfer in your keys at all? Okay.
Now officers will inspect his keys to see if any paint residue is left over from the car. And he does what's called a grounding behavior here. When experiencing stress, people often find comfort making physical contact with solid objects to help support themselves. He leans on his truck here, allowing it to take some of his weight, which is another sign of high stress levels.
We operated by Christopher Crossville. You have 2 young children in the car from Burwell PD. The mother of the children has an emergency placement on the kids. She'll come get them before.
I'm more the car guy than Leo, so.
Yeah.
Alright, like I said, we're just going to just kind of stand by until they get here. So just ask you to sit there for a few minutes, that's all. Thank you, appreciate it.
Appreciate your patience, sir.
Now the victim will arrive on the scene to positively ID the senator.
Alright, the gentleman that you just drove by, was that him?
Definitely him. 100%.
Oh, 100%. It said he didn't have the jacket on now. He just had did you see the shirt that he was wearing? I know you're legally colorblind. That's why I was like, I would have you come and look at his face.
Yeah.
So I know you can't see the colors, but as long as you can see the face and you can.
You want me to come out?
No. I'd rather not have you guys
come together.
together.
I know it's definitely him. I know he wasn't wearing like a blue shirt or like a dark shirt. It had to have been tannish, but he must. I think he may have taken off the blazer because I definitely had one on, but that's definitely him. That's his face, 100%.
All right, and you're sure that you don't recognize him from anywhere?
I've never seen him in my life. I didn't even know this guy existed until today, to be completely honest with you.
Do you follow politics at all in the state or anything like that? You're not into
I don't even know any of the senators, to be honest. I only know the mayor.
You only know the mayor?
Pretty much. I'm not a big. So.
All right. No, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no. I'm not.
And are you sure that the scratch wasn't there before you
parked?
parked?
I'm 100% sure that scratch was not there.
Okay.
I know that scratch wasn't there.
All right.
So.
Just checking and just trying to see if
maybe
maybe it was there, maybe it wasn't.
I understand.
That scratch is definitely not there.
Yeah, I understand.
The scratch definitely wasn't there. All right. Well, that's all we need to know for right now. Okay. We're gonna check out the cameras and stuff because this place has really, really good cameras. And then after that, if we see fit, then we're gonna go from there. All right, and then we'll notify you.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys?
Officer.
Absolutely. All right. I'm sorry I had to take you off the dance floor. I'm sorry about that.
You actually made good time. We're downtown Providence.
I know. It was really fast. I know.
All right, so we're going to let you go at this point. It's still under investigation, like I said. We're waiting to review this video footage. We should have access to that tomorrow. Once we do at that point, our detectives are going to probably conduct a further investigation into it. So right now, potentially you're facing, you're being investigated for at this point. So you have a good rest of your day, okay? Appreciate your help. No problem. All right, take care.
After detectives reviewed the CCTV footage of the garden center, they saw Senator Miller keying the man's car. After realizing he lied to them, officers were dispatched to question the man.
Hi.
Senator, how are you?
Good.
Good. You got a minute?
Yeah.
We came to talk to you about an incident tonight that occurred in Garden City.
Yeah.
So we have a complainant who wants to pursue charges against you.
Okay.
So we've got to do our due diligence. You know, they spoke with you earlier tonight.
Yeah.
We did go back to Garden City. We've got the video of you walking through Garden City, putting your coat over your shoulder, going to Whole Foods, buying your lettuce, putting it in the bag,
I
coming
was
back.
afraid to come back to the car because he said, "Hey, Miller."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got your video. So you tell us how you want to handle this. You keyed his car.
Yeah.
And we can either make a big deal out of this or a little deal. So,
okay. Whatever you recommend.
Well, I want to know what you recommend. I mean, I don't want to be accused of covering up something for a senator.
Sure, neither do I.
So I think it's best that we all be up front with each other and do the right thing here.
Yeah, I want to, because, you know, before he even got to me, right, he was saying, "Hey, Miller, what are you going to do?" Right?
Yeah, so I'm going to be right up front with you. He saw your sticker on your truck.
Yeah.
And he ran it and he saw your picture and he said, "That's the guy that just keyed my car."
Yeah.
So he was upset. And I don't know, do you know the guy? Why would you key his car?
I didn't, listen, he was threatening me already.
There's a video.
Okay, he was threatening me already.
The senator is lying again here, and later in court he admitted that the man didn't threaten him. It's unknown whether or not the victim did recognize the senator, or whether the politician was simply provoked by the anti-Democrat stickers on the man's car.
Whatever you want me to do to make it, you know, easiest for you guys and everything.
So we're gonna probably go back and get an arrest warrant, right?
Yeah.
But it's you rather than do that, you can either come to the police station, we can charge you there.
Yeah.
This guy wants to pursue charges. He's upset that his car's all keyed. We were gonna do a search warrant and take your keys and stuff like that, but I think you're gonna cooperate.
Yeah.
Why did you key? Do you know that? Did he threaten you?
He was already threatening me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what did he? So do you want to give a statement? What did he how did he threaten you? Because we can't hear what's said. We can only see.
As soon as I opened my door.
Yep.
He started saying, "Hey, Miller, what are you going to do?" Right?
Yep.
You know, he already started on me as soon as I opened my door.
Right. And then, which guy was that? Because there was two guys.
Yeah. I don't know which guy.
All right.
Yeah.
So did he bang your car with the door or something before that, or like why would
he
key?
As soon as I came out of the car.
You just got mad and keyed his car.
Because he was already screaming at me.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Why don't we do this here? If you want to just come to the, we're not going to go do an arrest warrant for you and roll it out that way. Why don't we just, and it would probably be, it's up to you. You could write a statement saying he threatened, whatever the case was.
Yeah.
And then, I keyed it out of what? I don't know, anger. Yeah. I don't know what your issue
he was yelling at me.
Yeah. Did he threaten you at all, or?
I thought he was threatening me based on, just my history with guys like that.
Yeah. What do you mean, like guys like that? Was he the?
I thought he was one of the gun nuts that stalked me before. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you recognize him or?
No, I thought he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What did you do with your keys, or?
Well, I took my keys out when he started yelling at me.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Because that's, I mean, you got there's a lot. I mean, you could see you're between the cars, and
yeah.
I mean, it's obvious that I don't know. I mean, we'll deal with it at the police station.
Threatened. That's why I had the keys out. So.
Right, but they're gonna. What's the reason to key the car, though? That's the question.
Because he was daring me to, basically.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yep.
Senator, have a good night.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna come in here with you, so I mean, I gotta follow you in so you can grab a pair of shoes. Unless there's a pair of shoes like right here, right, sir?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta come in there with you.
Yeah.
You got a pair of shoes somewhere handy right over here?
The guy wants me arrested for keying his car.
What?
There we go. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi.
You want me to drive in?
Drive in.
Okay.
Meet us at the station.
Okay.
All right, do you have your keys?
Yeah, I did.
Do you have your keys?
No, let him follow us in. That's fine.
If he wants to do that route.
At the station, he was arrested and charged with a misdemeanor for vandalism and malicious injury to property, and was released on a $1,000 bond and appeared in court on July 18th, 2023. What do you think of the videos? Let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.